Hello, welcome to Bob's Dungeon. My name's Bob, I'll be your host. And a while back I did a video on some alternative miniatures to use in your tabletop role-playing game for Star Wars. In that video we just looked at the Imperial figures that I had. In this video we're going to go ahead and look at the Rebel figures. Now, the idea behind alternative miniatures is suggestions for you on figures you can use instead of using normal miniatures for your game, and hopefully this will give you some ideas. Now, these miniatures that we're going to look at, they were pretty expensive when they came out. I bought a bunch of them on clearance. Now, I don't know how much they're going to run you on the secondary market, but I'm willing to bet they're not too cheap. So these probably aren't a great idea for you to use, but they are an idea for an alternative to normal miniatures. So let's go ahead and get a look at them. Okay, and here we go. I got them all in the same bag, just like I did the Imperials. So there's quite a few, and we'll go through them. Now there's going to be a lot of doubles, triples, and what have you, but that's part of the fun. Now, we'll start with the figures. And this one is a Hoth soldier. And, you know, they don't come painted, so if you want them painted, you'll have to paint them yourself. But they are pretty detailed. And there's several versions of the Hoth soldier. And like I said, a lot doubled up. Here's another Hoth soldier looking through some binoculars. Like I said, they're like the little green army men that I used to have when I was a little kid. And here we have a Rebel pilot. If my camera will focus. But it's pretty neat that the Hoth ones are in white and the Rebel pilots are in orange. And I got quite a few pilots, so my ships are covered. And they don't have some of the named pilots like Wedge and Tilly's. So you could easily substitute one of these for him if you were going to have him on your game board. Here's another style of Rebel pilot. Like I said, they got some pretty good detail. And then we got Rebel soldier in a crouching position. And we got a couple of styles of the Rebel soldier. So if you wanted to reenact the hallway scene from the opening of A New Hope, you could. Get some of these guys out of the way. And then we got some named characters too. This is Zeb from the cartoon series Rebels. I don't know much about that cartoon series because I didn't watch it when it was out. I wanted to, but never got the chance. Hopefully I'll remedy that at some point. And then some of the named characters, they did up in a gold plastic. And this is, of course, Luke Skywalker in his Hoth getup. So that's pretty neat. And here's another character from Rebels, done up in the silver. Excuse me, I had to move the cat. And I believe his name is Kanan. I'm not really sure. Like I said, I didn't get a chance to watch Rebels. Then we have Han Solo. Han Solo is probably my favorite character in Star Wars. Go figure. And then we have another character from Rebels. This is Chopper. He's an astromech droid. And then I'm not really sure who this is. If you know, maybe you can tell me in the comments. I have no idea myself. Got a lot more Rebel pilots here. So let's sort them out real quick. Oh, here's a different style of Rebel pilot. This one is running. Guess he's got somewhere to be. And then here is another character from Rebels. I'm not sure what I can't remember what her name is. I think she appeared in the Mandalorian show as well. Sabine, I believe her name is. So she's pretty cool. Then we have Kanan again in a not gold color. Then we got a gold Han Solo. It's pretty cool. And then we got a golden colored Ezra from the show Rebels. And we got a gold colored Luke Skywalker in his X-Wing pilot gear. Then we got an Ewok. I believe this is supposed to be Wicket. I could have included them in another video, but Ewoks are kind of rebels. Then we have Han Solo's best friend, Chewbacca. This is co-pilot of the Millennium Falcon. Then we got R2-D2 done up in a blue plastic. I got a bunch of him so I could use them as extra astromechs if I was using them for miniatures. More Chewbacca's, more astromechs, more Rebel soldiers, pilots and soldiers. Pilots and soldiers. Lots of pilots and soldiers and astromechs. Here's a different one. C-3PO. And he's done up in a yellow plastic, which is cool. Chewbacca. More pilots. More Rebel soldiers. And I believe that is it on the various Rebel figures I have. Lots of duplicates I have. But now we'll move on to the vehicles. There's an X-Wing. It's all bent up. Probably because of the way I've been storing it, but I'm sure if I heated that up, it would easily bend back into shape. I got several X-Wings. And then I got snow speeders. And that's the only Rebel vehicles I have that aren't special, and I'll show you what those are in a minute. Or, excuse me, I have one other. The Ghost from Rebels. But they supplied in these sets these little stands so you could put your vehicles on them. They just peg on, and then you can set them up like they're flying. And also, these sets, they came with these little things, these little, I guess you call them slammers, and you can peg the figures onto them and then roll them across, I guess, so you can throw them into any ranks and knock them over. So it's kind of got a game going. And then I got the Millennium Falcon, and this one is like motorized. You can pull it back and it's supposed to go. Oh, it's got a button. I guess it's the same thing. You slam it into the enemy ranks, knock them down. And that's pretty much all I got for the Rebels. Thank you for joining me. I had a look at these miniatures to use in your tabletop role-playing game. I got probably one more video of the Star Wars figures I'm going to do, and it's with the clones and the Separatist Army and stuff, and a few others. I'm going to lump them all together. Thank you for joining me. I had a look at these miniatures, and hopefully you'll join me next time where we'll talk about something else. Bye.